Gotta start off with a good drink of coffee. Now, I'm gonna make another one. Scoot up just a little bit. And I kind of scribbled down a few topics I want to talk about. I found one of my old ZTE phones had marshmallow on it, and I took a video to put it with the last, so compare it with the last video I made of my different cell phones that I wanted to use as cameras. It looked pretty good, but I'll include it in here somewhere, and we'll check it out. And I got to get my pen and mark that off because it's off my shit list. And this here phone is a ZTE, and I'm trying this camera out to put with my other ones. Try and attach it to that video if I can that I already got up on YouTube. And this is old ZTE with Marshmallow operating system, Android, and I just wanted to see how clear it was. Inside my RV, my studio, which I'm going to rename my studio and quit calling it an RV, which it will be an RV for most of its life, but it's going to be a studio for a while. So I'm trying to look at that little dot so my eyes are facing the camera, but I keep looking away to see if I'm holding the phone right. I'm holding it in my hand stretched out, and it's shaking a little bit. But we'll compare this to the other phones and see if it looks pretty good or not. I'm staring at that little dot again, just so I can act like I'm doing something right. Alright, well, this is a minute and 40 seconds now. I want to go a little longer. With that light, and then I turn around, get that light, and then this is going to be another background when I interview myself. Right there, you can see my PC box there. That's my big monitor. Yeah, I'll show you a little tour here. You ain't going to see my dirty sink. That's behind that wooden rail. Is my sink and some cabinets and my clock on the wall. It needs a little work, but I'll get it done as soon as the weather breaks. Y'all have a good one. Let's see, check that one. Okay, my next subject that I wanted to mention something about is I've been playing with them subscribe buttons that sneak up on there. I only got one real good one that I can get for free, but it goes right across about where my glasses on my face are. And speaking of that, they need pushed up a little bit. I put them in a screen with different backgrounds, and they'll be all around the screen. I'm going to put that in just when I started talking about them, or right after I run my finger around. That way y'all can see what you can do with that iMovie. It is pretty good. And that free stuff from them websites for the backgrounds, green screen. But y'all seen too much of that already, probably. I got it in here, and I just go ahead and get your opinion on it. Leave a comment about that. I can mark that off my shit list. I can't find it on here. Oh, that's the first one I wanted to talk about. And they're calling for snow, for a couple inches of snow tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow evening. Where I live, it's hard to get out even with 1 or 2 inches of snow on the ground because it's a muddy driveway. It makes it worse. There's no four-wheel drive on Nancy's car. It's going to get real cold down around between 10 and 15 degrees. We'll have to let the spigots drip a little bit just in case, and then it'll warm up back to the 50s again after that. But it's going to be okay, I guess. But that's why I'm doing this video today, because I'm not sitting out here freezing my cojones off. I should say cojones. And my Mac Mini was giving me a lot of trouble with the fan spin, and it sounded like it was grinding itself up while I was editing these videos with the green screen. I replaced it, get a little more airflow, learned a little bit about it, got a monitor for the temperature and the fan speed up in Apple's got the taskbar on top. So it's right up over on this side somewhere. You can let it show what the fan speed and temperature is, which helps. And that's when it gets too hot and the fan speed can't keep up with the heat, it crashes a video rendering. So then I gotta chop it some more and do it all over again. And that can be a pain in the rear end. But that's all I want to talk about that. Okay. I don't want to make this much longer than 10 minutes. I got a domain name for this YouTube channel. I, I bought it from Hover. It's mine. I'm going to set up the mail on it. So if y'all ever write a letter and cuss me out or tell me I'm an idiot, I'll be able to read it. I'm not going to say I'll understand it, but I'll be able to read it. And yeah, I just thought I'd get a domain name. I've been going by Jim Solo pseudonym for almost a year now, and I figured, well, I better get a domain name. It was on sale, but I bought it for a year. If I don't do nothing with it, I'll probably renew it for 5 more years just so nobody else gets it. Okay, that's checked off. What else? And I was talking about earlier in that other video that I was going to make my RV into a studio, which I planned on gutting it out, modernizing it, and bringing it up to date because the crap from 1987, yeah, it's an 87 model. It's all particle board and looks too much old fashioned. I want to bring it up to date, change the color of the walls. I did that blue color on the lower part of the wall after I first got it and never got around to finishing it because it rained every freaking day for a year and a half. Got too cold in the wintertime, but in the spring and fall, that's all it did was rain. 5 out of 7 days. Couldn't wait for things to dry out long enough for me to get anything done. By the time everything dried out outside where in my work area, it began to rain again. Anytime something dried out on the outside of the RV, it needed work on it, it started raining again. So if I don't get some dry weather this spring, summer, and fall, it needs to rain every once in a while, but not every freaking day. That's what I'm saying. I can't do much, but I'm gonna make it my studio, and I'm gonna fix it up and get better lighting. I'm gonna get a better green screen panel. That's my bed behind me, that darker blue. That's where I sleep. I live in it in the better weather, and I'll be getting back into it full time in about a month. I'll be living and working in here, not work, but having fun doing these videos. And then I'll be out in the woods taking videos, and I'll be working on them in here. I just got a Wi-Fi connection. I hope it's good enough to upload videos to YouTube, but I got other ways of doing that. So this is going to be my new studio. I'll adjust them rods so no light comes in and gets behind that green screen cloth. I need to get a board and stretch that green screen cloth out on, and that'll help block a lot of that light. My friend made them curtains for me. She's a good seamstress, so I'm keeping them. Yeah, that's about it on that. I don't know. I'll come up with some little trademark watermark that I can put in all my videos. I don't want people getting them and chopping them up and mixing my words up, putting them on their channel so they can make revenue from it. I don't make revenue from it, and I don't ever plan to. I'll never get that many subscribers and stuff like that, but do not like it. I hate when people like my videos. Just subscribe and watch them when you ain't got nothing better to do. There goes my glasses. I think that's about all I got. Watermark I got to work on. And that's all graphics and stuff. And then just put it down in the corner here, over here, and maybe I'll even get a hat made with my logo on it, which I can. And now I got to look on my computer for all the ZZ Tops music I got, burn a few to CDs so I can put them in that car that I borrowed and have something decent to because the radio stations suck around here. Well, I guess I better go. Let me work on this and I'll get it up on my channel quick as I can. And you know it's there because you're watching it. We'll talk to you later. We'll hit that button.